I have ran multiple marathons, ultra marathons, have trained and ran for years, and I've never done anything besides just carry a water bottle in my hand for all these runs. I just got one of these running vests. This is an absolute game changer. It's a cheat code. How have I never had one of these? And it was honestly perfect this morning for my 11-mile easy run that I just completed. And we're week 10 or 11 of 20 or 21 weeks total of this prep, shooting for sub 3. And yeah, we're in the thick of it. And this week, we are out of town pretty much the entire week. So last week I ran 60 total miles for the week. And in the past, and in my past preps, I would have been stressing so much about this upcoming week. Not being home, not having my routine, being on a different schedule than normal, not knowing routes, not knowing loops, not knowing what my evenings are gonna be like, and it used to freak me out. But I've learned that there's a better way to go about this than brute force. So that's what today's video is gonna be about. We are gonna discuss how to go about your marathon prep, your training, and just fitness in general when life isn't what it normally is. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. Here we are, baby. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. A little tub. A shower. It's a tiny little shower. Here we are. And yeah, look at that. All good to go. I wonder if that's free. That's definitely not free. Sensory activated. Not gonna touch that. What is this view we're working with? Oh, a bunch of nothing. Although that is Allegiant Stadium right there. Shout out Tom Brady for running those boys. What a long freaking traveling day. Delays, Ubers, got lost in this freaking massive resort here in Las Vegas. Never been in something like this before. I am beat. I'm gonna shower, rinse some airport off of me, hit the hay, and see you in the morning because we got some miles to log. Good morning. When I went to bed, I had in my mind that I would film this beautiful clip running to the sunrise down the strip in Las Vegas. It'd be beautiful. I'd have this talk and it would be awesome. But when I woke up, I quickly realized that I actually have no idea where I am. And this was a pretty intense workout that I had this morning. And so I shifted, did it on the treadmill, and thought maybe I'd film a little on the treadmill since it was early. I figured the gym would be empty, and the gym was packed. I actually had to wait for a treadmill, crazy enough. I can't remember the last time there were so many people on a treadmill that I had to wait for it. This morning we had our 9-mile speed workout for the week. It was 3 1-mile repeats and then 1 2-mile repeat at marathon pace. And now I am glad that that is over. Now I travel for work a good bit, and I've learned that when you travel, you don't need to try to somehow recreate the perfect week like if you were at home. You keep your good workouts intact, and then you don't stress about all the smaller other details because otherwise you're gonna leave this week feeling miserable. So one of the tips that I have for training, marathon training, when you're traveling for work and everything's not optimal, is you have to plan. So before this week, I knew that this trip was coming up. And so I peaked at some mileage last week at 60 miles. And then this week was a planned cutback week because I knew I wouldn't be able to get all the mileage, have all the time to run these efforts, the recovery, the stretching, the strength training. I knew I wasn't going to be able to fit it all in. So I planned ahead to have this week be a little bit easier than normal. And like I've said in my other videos, specifically for marathon training, You only really need 3 key workouts. You have your medium long run, you have your speed session, and you have your long run. Yesterday, before catching the flight, we had our medium long run. Today, this morning, before everything got crazy, before all the happening happens, I had my speed session. Now, I can go the rest of this week with some easier runs. If I happen to miss them, that's okay, because Saturday or Sunday when the week's over, I will get that long run session in and we'll cover our 3 bases. And so one of the things that you have to remember is that this work travel isn't interrupting real life. This is real life. And so your training has to account for that. And I think so many people get lost in the sauce of thinking that training is life. Training is a part of life. And so when other things are happening, you have to realize that and you have to change your structure and your routine. So now that that is over, we got to fuel up. We have this little fruit bowl and 2 strawberry Greek yogurts. The sugar's a little high, but there is 11 grams of protein in each one, so 22 grams of protein. Good amount of carbs from this. This is about 30 carbs. This is probably about 50. So good amount of carbs to replenish after that run. Nice amount of protein. And yeah, so we're going to eat this, have our black coffee, get on with the busyness of the day. And as much as I love training, there is more life out there. So going to get this down, get on with the day. There it is. New York. New York, baby. Empire State Building. Well, we finally made it outside on a run. And I'll tell you what, my mouth is like freaking, another set of stairs? No. I can go around. My mouth is like a cotton ball. This dry heat, up late with a couple of cocktails from work. I feel like I can't breathe right now, but it's all good. We are just on a nice and easy jog, exploring the strip here, which is interesting. Oh, look at that. What a sick little... This run is not going how I would like it. I am going very slow. I am tired. My mouth is cotton. But that is okay, because one of the things that I recommend, like I talked earlier, you need to plan your week out when it's coming up. You need to plan your workout. And not every single run is as important as the other one. Some are more important. And what's key about that is once you identify your important workout for the week, do that workout first. Do that workout early before you get tired, before your schedule pops up with random things. Get it done first. So that's why yesterday we did our speed session, and today we have this nice easy little jog where I'm just exploring the city. Here we go, baby. First time gambling. We're playing Huff and Puff. We've had enough. I've seen this one all over social media. $1 in? No. Yes? Yes. Here we go. Okay, here we go. That's not very good. We're not starting strong here. No, that one's not good either. You just keep spinning until... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is she gonna last? This guy. Well. Oh my goodness. I hope you enjoyed that little clip of me being absolutely lost gambling. Lost it all on those slot machines. Had a couple bucks. Worked my way back on the craps machine and ended up the night, high roller T Worth, ended up 30 bucks up. So started with 60, went down to 0, was like one more time, and we came back and ended up around like 90 bucks or something. And we also stayed up all night. I don't know if you can tell, my eyes, my hair's like standing up. But one thing I'm super pumped about is I don't have to go run right now. I have meetings in a little bit. I got things to do in a little bit, but I don't have a workout. And if I did, I would absolutely hate myself. And if I did have to run, I absolutely would not go run outside again. Yesterday, I wanted to run outside because I wanted to check out the area. But my recommendation is before you go on these trips, before you're traveling, look up the hotel, search the area, put it in the internet, look up some routes. If you have Strava actually, and you're in an area, you can set a distance on a run that you want to do, and it will generate routes for you. Look up the area, figure out if it's runner friendly. FYI, Las Vegas, not runner friendly, and figure out if you're gonna run outside or inside on the treadmill. If the gym has a treadmill, you need to make sure of that, and what time the gym opens up. Because most hotels are 24/7. Las Vegas is its own beast, and it's a 24/7 type of city, but the gym here is not 24/7. The gym here doesn't open up until the meeting's already started, but I did my research, and cardio has its own little room here that is 24/7, and it's in a different area. So, even though we're not running today, when I had my speed session, I knew that I could get up early, knock my key workout done on a treadmill because Las Vegas is not runner friendly. And then I planned my easy run to be outside so I could explore. And then today, we should have a little bit more freedom. So I have the option to run this afternoon. But depending on how I feel, because we did stay up late, we might just save it until tomorrow. Okay, wow, quick little jump forward. Busy day, but we're wrapping up. We're sitting here with a glass of wine. We got our lift in this morning, but again, I didn't film anything at the gym because it's a hotel gym. There really isn't that much going on. There's a lot of people packed in that tiny little room, but we got it done. And the way you can get it done easier is by packing your routine with you. Now, I talked earlier about how you're gonna have to break from your routine, you plan ahead, but you can still bring along some of the things that you use on a daily and weekly basis to make getting in those workouts a little bit more automatic and reduce some of that friction. So for example, packed my creatine, packed electrolytes, packed some protein bars, some protein, some pre-workout, all the things that I would normally consume on a daily basis, my morning greens, a shaker bottle, the things that I use on a daily basis, I didn't just ditch at home because I was going out of town. I brought them with me so that when it does become time to squeeze in a workout that I planned for, it's a lot easier to gain momentum and have a quality session. So what I do, and I'll show you my little bag here. This is all of basically what I need. I've got some Gatorlyte electrolytes in there, some Propel ones if I need a little bit more sodium. My creatine is in there. I brought my shaker bottle with me. I packed some speed shoes for my speed session earlier this week. I packed my casual running shoes. A hat because we're in freaking Vegas running in the desert and there's some heat to it. And so I don't want to just struggle through sessions and check those boxes off. I want quality sessions when it's necessary, and I try to make it as easy as possible. And another note with packing your supplements and your clothes and the utility items that you may need, heart rate monitor, hat, sunglasses, whatever it is, 80% of this fitness game, might you call it, is your diet. And when you're traveling, having your normal food and your clean eating habits, sticking to those become way more difficult. It's hard to find a place that meets those needs. It's hard to get your snacks in. You don't have the time to eat because you're talking, you're meeting, you can't prep your lunch, your breakfast, and you're out of whack. So you really got to dial in and think a little bit more consciously on what you're consuming. So for me, I pack protein powder, I pack protein bars. If I've got enough room in my bag, I pack some bananas. those are my staples because it's a lot easier to stick to your diet in a clean day when you start breakfast off right. Having high protein, if it's a hard session, having some quality carbs with you, fruit, maybe pack some English muffins, which I do sometimes, and being able to start your day off right then makes it easier down the road to stick to your plan. Oftentimes you're going out to dinner, lunch, you can kind of be a little bit picky on what's available, but making sure to pack those snacks so you're not getting peckish, and then that way you're protecting your sessions because you're fueled properly. Well, I'm going to sit here for another few moments, enjoy a little bit of peace on my own for a moment because these seconds are hard to find in weeks like this. Got a dinner tonight, and then we are out of here early in the morning, and I will see you there. Oh baby, back to the better side of the States. I feel like I can actually breathe again. Over there in that desert weather, my mouth just felt like cotton and I couldn't get enough saliva. And now we're just on a nice and easy run today, and I'm already pouring sweat, probably from a little bit too much booze over there for my liking, but still the humidity just pulls it right out of you, and I missed it so much. So got a nice easy 5 right now, wrapping it up immediately after the plane, and yeah, nothing too dramatic. Well, that was nice. A good, nice sweat. Got it in and felt pretty good. One of the tips that I have is when traveling, don't expect your workouts to be as good as they normally are. Just be realistic with your expectations. Know your legs are gonna feel heavy. Know the pump's not gonna be great. You're gonna be tired, dehydrated. Whatever exercise you're doing, just know that it's not gonna be the most ideal. Now, thankfully, that one was ideal and no delay with flights, so we got in at a decent time. I was a little worried that we're gonna have to cut it short, which is the reality of traveling and working out, is sometimes that schedule doesn't line up like you thought it would and you have to adapt, but it all turned out all right. Tomorrow we have our long run for the week, and then that will put us at 50 miles for the week, which is exactly what the plan was. Then we're gonna jump back up to 64 next week. But with all the chaos, fun, and business that got done this week, you know, I can't complain. As much as I love running, it is only a part of life, and sometimes it's gotta be on the back burner. I hope you picked up a couple tips from this video, because it is challenging, and sometimes you just need to be reminded that there are ways around it. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Check out my PDF course. It's free. It's in the description below. You just click the link, put your email in, and it sends it to you. It's just about basically what I talked today, making sure that fitness is a part of your life and is improving your life and not being the sole focus and taking things away, because that's not the point. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.